Another day out here in monk mode, getting stuff done, not being a bum. Today we're going to talk about why men should pay on the date. In Western society at the moment, there seems to be a shift towards neutralizing the genders. We've got men being more feminine and women being more masculine, which has sparked up the debate. Who should pay on the date? Is it a man? Should we split the bill? But I think this whole argument can be answered considering one word, and that word is risk. Women bear more risk, therefore the men should pay on the date, and I'll explain why. So on a relative level, when a man and a woman go out on a date, the woman is bearing more risk. She's risking her safety more so than the man. So in order to make her feel more comfortable, the man can buy her drinks, buy her food, and just make sure her well-being is ensured. And considering it on a more biological and evolutionary perspective, the woman bears more risk because if she selects him as his partner and then they have a child together, she bears the riskiest part, which is that she will bear the child. She will be pregnant. She will go through 9 months of pregnancy. She will potentially risk her life in the most physically intensive thing that she'll ever do. And potentially the guy could also leave her, and then she has to look after this child on her own. Considering that, you know, she's doing the single most important thing any human being does, which is ensure the survival and creation of the next generation, the man has to make up for this in many ways by showing that he has assets. One of those can be a genetic asset. He's, you know, tall, he's strong. She wants those assets in order to protect her and her family and to pass that down to her children so that they can protect her and her family. Another thing could be intelligence. You know, he shows competency. She wants that to protect her family and the child to also have those traits. But another thing is resources. She wants to see that he has resources and can ensure the safety and well-being of the family and also pass that down to her offspring. So that is demonstrated, something such as resources is demonstrated when he pays the bill. He shows that he has the resources, and this is one of those things that makes up for this big job that they are risking, which is bearing the man's child. On New Year's, I was out and I met a girl, and we got off to a good start, and continued that way. And she, her friends didn't want to, continue the night, but her and I wanted to. And she didn't know me. She's just I'm a stranger at that point. But it's my job to obviously make her feel as comfortable as possible and ensure to her that I will, have her well-being in mind. And one of the ways that I did that is that I, paid for things. I paid for drinks, paid for entry to the club we went to. We had a great time afterwards. She was a lovely girl. And afterwards she said, wow, that was the best I've ever been treated by a guy. And I was like, what? How is this the case? You're a pretty girl and no one's ever done this for you. That was strange. I think that's probably a fault in our society, but I also kind of get it because, she's a bit younger than me. She was 21. So when I was kind of that age and around that age, I hadn't really had time to understand these things on the level I've just described to you. So and I also didn't have as much money as well. So I'd be like, oh, you pay for the day, that's fine. But, that is, a bit of a shame, to be honest, because we are slowly forgetting these things. And, it wasn't I'm trying to control the situation or anything like that. It is simply just, it made her happy and comfortable, and that therefore made me feel happy and comfortable. I think that these things are a bit different as time goes on. When I say paying for the date, I'm more referring to initial meetings. If you've been with someone for a long time, then I think it's a bit more acceptable to split things because the trust is there, and also as well you do start kind of merging identities at some point as well. You even might share the same bank account, so at that point it's it's a bit more acceptable, and I can see why that would be the case then. But on initial meetings, I really don't see an excuse for, you know, the guy not being like, look, I need to, you know, perform here and make her feel comfortable and make sure that she is aware that I am thinking and consciously moving towards improving her well-being. I think, yeah, as I said earlier, like it's also just a really nice act. And I know some guys, like, you know, they want to split the bill, but like, I'm really thinking, like, is it worth whatever money that you've just saved on splitting that to, like, not just see her happy, you know? Like, I think it's a nice thing, and it's not like a trying to, you know, dominate over them and like control the situation. It's just like another act of giving, really. And I think it's a nice thing. I think it's a gentlemanly thing, and I think it's definitely a thing that is being, you know, kind of stamped out of Western society. And one of the big things about that is that women really do care about the little things. They care about the efforts that you've made in areas that you didn't even necessarily, you know, have to. It's like, oh, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to open that door. You didn't have to buy me this. You didn't have to make the effort with, you know, that, but you did, you know. And it's that attention to detail in yourself and to her that really makes you attractive, because that's going to make you a good partner, and that's going to, you know, display competency, and that's gonna, you know, when she's taking that risk with you, and it's gonna, you know, make her feel more at ease and make her decision feel more comfortable. So yeah, focus on that one word, risk. Bear that in mind, you guys. You know, she is taking the risk with you, and you need to meet her, make her feel comfortable, and also show her that, you know, you're worthy. So yeah, and definitely, you know, in your initial meetings with a girl, like, what are you gonna save? I just really don't think it, like, you're gonna save 20, 30, 40 quid, whatever. Just pay it. Enjoy seeing her happy. Enjoy maybe being one of the only guys that will do that for her, because that's what I bloody heard. And, you know, it's like nice. I like that, you know, to be told that, you know, I haven't been treated that nicely before, but it's also a bit sad as well. But I'd rather be on this side than the other. So yeah, hope that's helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.